Welcome to 1 Minute Wins with Dr. Dana Martin, the podcast where intentional growth meets practical leadership. One quote, one lesson, one action to help you lead yourself and others better. Let's jump in.
Welcome back to 1 Minute Wins. I am Dr. Dana Martin. Today's episode, 1 Minute Win number 49, integrity every time. And let's be clear from the start here. Integrity isn't a personality trait. It's a practice. It doesn't show up when it's easy. It shows up when there's a shortcut available. Our quote today comes from C.S. Lewis. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. That quote we've probably heard before. And it sounds so simple, but living it sometimes is not. So today we're talking about why integrity is the backbone of leadership and why it must show up every single time. Integrity is consistency between values and actions, not your intention or your reputation or your title, not what you say in public. Integrity is alignment. Leaders don't lose credibility in big dramatic moments. They lose it in small compromises that stack up and compound over time. One exception becomes a habit. One shortcut becomes a standard. And once trust erodes, authority doesn't save you. Integrity isn't situational, it's foundational. I once worked with a leader who talked often about values, transparency, accountability, respect, and they were real values, written down and shared widely. But when the pressure hit, decisions shifted. Deadlines were flexible for some people. Rules were applied unevenly, and hard conversations were never had. They were totally avoided. Nothing illegal, nothing explosive, just inconsistent. Over time, the team stopped believing the words and started watching behavior instead. And of course, morale, trust, performance, all of it spiraled out of control. In that integrity, it didn't fail all at once, right? It leaked out quietly. Here's some data to back that up. 2023 Edelman Trust Barometer. 88% of employees say trust in leadership is a key factor in job satisfaction. And integrity is the number one driver of that trust. Even more telling is that organizations perceived as lacking integrity experience higher turnover and lower engagement, regardless of compensation, benefits, etc. So the takeaway is pretty simple here. It's people will tolerate hard work. They won't tolerate hypocrisy. Integrity isn't one of those nice to haves. I used bunny ears, nice to haves. It's a retention and performance issue, and ultimately a cost issue. Confucius said that strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Integrity scales. What shows up in personal decisions eventually shapes teams, shapes culture, and outcomes. Leadership integrity isn't private. It's contagious. I'd faced moments where convenience tempted compromise. It would have been easier to stay quiet, to delay a tough conversation, to let something slide. And every time I chose principle over convenience, it cost something. It cost me time or comfort and sometimes popularity. But one thing it never cost me was my credibility. The moments that shaped my leadership most weren't the wins people applauded, standing on the stage and receiving an award. They were the quiet decisions that no one saw. Integrity doesn't always reward you immediately, and especially in that way, but it always pays dividends in the long term. So how do we practice it daily? 4 easy easy ways. Number one, decide your non-negotiables. If everything is flexible, integrity will be flexible too. Number two, apply standards consistently. Fairness matters more than favoritism. Number three, speak up early. Silence is often interpreted as approval. Let's not do that. Number four, own your mistakes. Integrity grows when leaders model accountability. So, what were those four? Number one, decide your non negotiables. Number two, apply standards consistently. Number three, speak up early. Number four, own your mistakes. Integrity isn't heroic, it's habitual. So, where will your integrity be tested today? Not hypothetically, practically. You may already know. Is it a decision, conversation, and what you'll allow or refuse to allow? Your action today is pretty simple, and you probably guessed it. Choose principle over convenience. Now, even if it costs you extra time or your comfort, integrity only matters when it costs something. Integrity sets a ceiling for influence. And people may follow leaders that they admire, but they stay loyal to the trusted ones. When integrity is consistent, trust compounds. When it's conditional, your leadership collapses. Strong cultures don't form because leaders talk about values. They form because leaders live them, especially under pressure. You've been listening to 1 Minute Wins with me, Dr. Dana Martin. For more information or to learn more about me or get in touch with me, head on over to dmilm.com. If you would like to get the book, you can find it on amazon.com. 1 Minute Wins. Take control of your growth journey 1 minute at a time. Thank you for listening again, and always remember, be the example.